Hey everyone. The topic I'm going to expound upon is challenging or questioning all authority. I say kudos to protesters, kudos to whistleblowers and leakers of this supposedly sacred information. Uh, I think we should challenge all authority, political, religious, economic, academic, you name it. Because all institutions, public and private, uh, they tend to preserve the institution. They tend to be more interested in uh, the well being of the institution rather than the well being of the people they serve. Uh, and, and most so called authorities uh, tend to be very closed minded regarding their little niche, their little bailiwick. Uh, so question policies that you think are a little off kilter or completely wrong. Uh, Challenge those things. Very often they're completely arbitrary, or they're serving another agenda. Now, I'm not saying challenge authority all the time. You know, there are appropriate times to do it, uh, which you learn only by experience, I guess. Um, it's important when you do this to stay open minded yourself because perhaps their policy or their procedure or their objective or whatever it is, perhaps it's right and correct and just and fair. You know, you have to stay open minded about these things. And of course, always stay nonviolent. That's very important. Violence is never justified unless it's in self defense. That's the only time it's justified. I got a kick out of uh, watching the news, Democracy Now!, which is a great alternative source of news. Uh, they showed some kind of congressional committee meeting or something, and Henry Kissinger was to appear there. So as old Henry is walking in, a whole bunch of Code Pink protesters stood up and started yelling, "War criminal, war criminal, get out." And they held up signs, you know, war criminal and all this. And by the way, there's quite a bit of evidence that Henry Kissinger is a war criminal, but that's kind of beside the point here. Anyway, the chair of the committee was none other than John McCain. You remember John Bomb Iran, Bomb Iran McCain. Why any presidential candidate would say that in public is beyond my comprehension, but he did. But anyway, McCain was pretty pissed off about these protesters, and he started giving them a whole raft of crap and uh, talking about how despicable they were. And then his parting comment was, "Get out of here, you low-life scum." And you know, the whole thing ended fairly quickly. Nobody was hurt. There wasn't any violence. People were expressing their opinion and, you know, having their say. There's nothing wrong with that. It was totally inappropriate, but there was nothing wrong with it, really. Um, I just got a kick out of the whole thing. And this is what happens when institutionalists like John McCain, when they get challenged or when some situation they're in doesn't go exactly the way they want it to, they get very upset and very intolerant of people. Uh, and that was a perfect illustration. Anyway, question authority. Not all the time, but when it's appropriate. When you think there's something amiss, something off kilter. All right, thanks for dropping in, and keep challenging. See you next time. Bye-bye.